Hey, me and Matt here, and I'm Killer Kyle. Welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury. Hey, me and Matt here, and this is Killer Kyle. And welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury. We just did Under Siege last night. Check that out when it's ready. And, yeah. Now we're going to do Wrestlemania Backlash. I don't know why they added the Wrestlemania to it, but there it is.
My opinion of it is, all the matches that are going to be on the card, or majority of them anyways, it's Backlash from WrestleMania.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
You know, you got the WWE title, you got the Raw Women's Championship, so on and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some rematches, but there's also an added wrestler, so it's almost like, I don't know if 2 triple threat matches was a good idea. I honestly would have rather seen one. But, I mean...
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a good show. You got one match, what's like 3 hosses. And then you got the Raw Women's Championship, so should be good. So we have a first match that just got announced Monday, and it's going to be a lumberjack match, which is weird. I mean, lumberjack matches are cool. They're nothing really special, I guess. But Damian Priest versus The Miz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where it's like, okay, you got Priest and Bad Bunny, get the win at WrestleMania. Bad Bunny's, going on tours, like, okay, that's cool. And so, Priest and Miz, but mainly John Morrison, have been going back and forth for the last little bit.
Yeah.
And then, of course, this past Monday is like, alright, Priest faces John Morrison, and whoever wins gets to pick the stipulation. Of course, Priest won, and he picked, the lumberjack match.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, Priest wants Miz one-on-one, but Priest doesn't want any excuses.
Yeah.
No, like, he wants one-on-one, no way, one way in, one way out, no excuses, better man wins, and that's the bottom line. Now, could have gone either way with that. He went lumberjack match, like, okay, that's cool, that's fine. Also, could potentially, like, there's several different options you could have chosen, but I mean, like, reality of it is, you want one-on-one with Miz.
Yeah.
Without Morrison getting involved, you either go lumberjack match or steel cage match. He chose the lumberjack match. Okay, cool, that's fine.
I would have chose either Steel Cage or Hell in a Cell. Now, obviously, Hell in a Cell would be better for like a WrestleMania or, you know, one of the big four, which is fine. A Steel Cage match would have been fine too. But you saw Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon in one at WrestleMania. It doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my thing is you look at the Lumberjack match, you got some heels and some faces. What's to say that they don't, like, intertwine, like, whatever. They start kicking each other's asses, and then you get this massive mosh pit in the ring, and all hell breaks loose. It may not happen, but yeah, it'll be interesting for sure.
A lot of times with lumberjack matches, that tends to happen. You got, you know, people on the side of one person and people on the side of the other person, and a lot of times, yes, it generally breaks down into a big brawl, and then, you know, something happens, and whatever happens will cause somebody to lose, somebody to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be one of those things where there'll be like half the lumberjacks favoring Priest and the other half favoring Miz, because a lot of people don't like Miz. So if lumberjacks are all in favor of Priest, that's not going to be a good thing for Miz, I feel.
No. However, now this may or may not work, I don't know. I know that Priest and Bad Bunny went over at WrestleMania, so there could be a chance of The Miz going over. Now, I'm not sure how well that's going to work, because Johnny, it can't be involved. Okay, that's fine. So, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to say The Miz, only because it would be like a one-on-one. Well, I mean, they had the tag team match at WrestleMania, so The Miz wins this one at Backlash, and then maybe have a rubber match some down the line. Maybe.
See, there is a issue with your hypothesis.
True. I mean, I don't think
Priest and Bad Bunny got the win over Manson and Morrison at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Then, if you remember, it was either the Raw after WrestleMania or the week after. They had Miz and Maurice, and they were talking about their season premiere of their show, Miz and Mrs.
Yeah.
And they were celebrating, and then, you know, Miz faced Priest in a match, and Miz got the win over Priest, but he disputed on the ropes, and Priest grabbing a hold of his legs, pants, whatever, because and his suit, and, you know, Priest ripped his pants, and yeah, and then, of course, Damien got revenge the following week. So, I mean, basically, okay, as far as singles matches go, Miz pretty much already has one over on Priest.
Okay.
So, you could have Priest get the win on Sunday, and then, you know, maybe rubber match it next pay-per-view or in 2 weeks, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, well, then I changed my answer, then I'm going to say beat Damien Priest. Because I do enjoy his work as well. I guess I just wasn't thinking, but yeah. It'll be an interesting match for sure.
And another interesting thing about it too is the way things have been going lately with Miz and Morrison. It almost seems as if Miz and Morrison may split up. I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of leans that way, though. I mean, John is doing a lot of decisions without the Miz. So it kind of seems like he's putting the Miz in all these predicaments. So I would have rather seen, or wanted to see, Johnny Drip Drip and the Miz for the WWE title when the Miz was the champion, but that didn't turn out. So we'll see what happens down the road.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, let's talk about the WWE title match. Like I said, 3 hosses. You've got Drew McIntyre, the champion, Bobby Lashley, and Braun Strowman. Can I just say, can we put the fucking title on Strowman already? I mean, he's been the Universal Champion, sure. But they feed him shit after shit after shit. And it's like, and he had a stellar match at WrestleMania against Shane. That was cool.
It's not going to be a bad match, but like, if you're going to push Strowman, you're doing it the wrong way.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense. That being said, should Strowman be champion again? Without a doubt. Will he?
Well,
I really don't see them putting the title back on McIntyre.
No.
So if there's going to be something go on with the WWE Championship, either give it to Strowman, or they're more than likely keep it on Lashley.
Exactly. And if you don't put it on Strowman, you might as well do that. Let's see how long you can have Bobby Lashley as the WWE Champion. Because right now, he's more relevant than he was when he came back.
Yeah.
I mean, MVP made him relevant again. But I'm still going to say Strowman, but we'll see what happens on Sunday. It's going to be a good match, whatever. Let's talk about this match. We've already talked about one triple threat match. Let's talk about this shit show. I can understand Rhea Ripley and Asuka having a rematch for the Raw Women's Championship. But then fucking Barbie comes back. And now she wants a shot at the title. I knew that was gonna fucking happen. And the fact of the matter is Charlotte Flair has been the champion before. And I know that. I get that. But the fact is that she just came back. Let's have her wait for a little while longer. But if we have to have her in the triple threat match with Asuka and Rhea Ripley. And their match at WrestleMania was pretty fucking awesome. And Rhea surprised me. I'm sure she surprised you. But I just don't get it. Why would you put her in a title match that fast? It really pisses me off. That being said, I'm going to say Rhea Ripley. Because she just won the title. I want to see her carry it a little bit longer to, let's say, SummerSlam.
Yeah, I mean, you have Charlotte suspended, fined, then come back, courtesy of Sonya Deville,
Mm-hmm.
seemed as if they're trying to turn Sonya Deville into a heel authority figure, if you will.
Yeah.
But I think that kind of got squashed, or it's still going. I don't know.
Yeah.
But to have her in the championship picture, it's like, okay, why not have anyone else put in the title picture? Don't want to have Asuka, Rhea rematch each other. Make a triple threat, cool, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, why Charlotte? It didn't need to be Charlotte. It doesn't need to be Charlotte.
No.
That aside, I agree with you, Matt. Rhea should keep the title a little longer.
Yeah. And I mean, look, the whole thing with Sonya Deville is bullshit too. She's supposed to be
Oh, I know.
a general manager, and it's almost like 2016, Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. And it's like, no. I do gotta say, though, I like the fact that she's wearing those black suits. I mean, she had that one suit that one week where she looked like James Mitchell. But, no, I think she needs to back off, be a general manager. I heard that she's turning heel eventually, again. But yeah, Rhea Ripley needs that title a lot longer. Asuka, we'll see what happens in the future. And Charlotte Flair, so I don't know. Like, we're in agreement here, so that's good. So now we have the Women's SmackDown Championship. You got Bianca Belair, who's going to be taking on Bayley.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I know that I've been shitting on Bayley a lot over the years, or over the past year, and she's actually grown on me. Kind of like Eli Drake, she's actually grown on me. She's very entertaining.
Right.
Like, she's very entertaining, and she did a really good job as the guest co-host of WrestleMania, even though she wasn't really supposed to be. So, that's all fine and good. Bianca Belair has accomplished a lot. And I think that, you know, it's going to be an interesting match. But the fact is, Bianca needs, again, to hold on to the title a little bit longer. She just won it. If you have Bayley win on Sunday, it's going to be a fluke for Bianca. So, I mean, I'm going to say Bianca.
Yeah.
Will Bayley win? Oh, eventually. But not Sunday.
Yeah, no. Don't put the title on. Well, definitely don't put the title on Bayley again.
Mm-hmm.
And for certain, keep the title on Bianca longer.
Right. Right.
If you're going to put the title on Bayley again, wait a little longer.
Exactly. Now we go on to this match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. But you have the Can-Am 2.0 connection, Rudolph, who is going to take on the father and son tag team of Rey and Dominic Mysterio.
Rude and Ziggler against Rey and Dominic. And you know, I would really like to see a lot more from Dominic to show how good he really is. Because, like, you know, he had an amazing match against Seth Rollins. He's had several other really good matches on his own. It just doesn't really seem to be enough to highlight just how good of a performer he is.
Right, yeah.
Now, maybe later on, like at some point down the road, he will maybe have more singles matches, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
As far as this match goes, it would be interesting to see Ray and Dominic with the tag team titles.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, father and son duo as tag champions, and they're like they'd be the first father-son team to be tag team champions at WWE, which would be cool. Can they get the job done Sunday? I don't know.
Yeah, it would be cool, like you said. We've had brothers as tag team champions. I think that would be awesome. However, I think that Rudolph needs to keep the titles for a little bit longer, and who knows what will happen. Dominic Mysterio is fairly new. Well, he's been in the company now for 3 years, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that, let's see him in a title picture, a singles title picture of his own. I think Ray's a hell of a wrestler, a true legend in himself. I just don't see them win on Sunday. I had this envision in my head of them losing the match, and Ray has Dominic over his knee. Yeah, you'll find out.
Yeah, no.
It's going to be a good match for sure.
Yeah, it should be a good match for sure.
Okay, so now we have this match for the Universal Championship. You've got the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns versus Cesaro.
You know, this is really interesting. How they seemingly split up Nakamura and Cesaro as a tag team, which is like, okay, cool. Not really that big of a deal. Cesaro's been singles competitor now for 4 or 5 months, something like that.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden he's in the main title picture, going against Roman for the Universal title. Like, okay, I can get behind that.
I mean, look, he's been in the WWE for a long time now. He's been the United States champion. He's been multiple time, well, not that many, take title runs with Tyson Kidd and, of course, Nakamura and even Jack Swagger at some point. The fact of the matter is that Cesaro deserves another singles title push, and a lot better than to have the Universal Championship on Cesaro. Now, I will say this. I think that Roman Reigns is a hell of a champion. You just got the Usos back together, although I don't know if Jimmy's going to stay as, the stable. So, I'm not sure where that's going. I do honestly think Cesaro will get the Universal Championship at some point. Will I see it Sunday? I don't think so. Roman's been on a hell of a tear, and I could see him. You know what? He won the title at Hell in a Cell. Or no. When did he win the title?
Roman won the title. Man, I can't even remember.
Well, if he could carry that title to that next pay-per-view, that would be fucking sick. But I do know that Cesaro needs that title push. He needs the Universal Championship at some point. And you know what?
Yeah.
Let's have him feud with Roman Reigns for a few months. I know that you have Seth Rollins and Cesaro feuding still, and they had a great match at WrestleMania. But Roman Reigns definitely needs the title for a little bit longer because he is that fucking dominant. So, I mean, look, and here's the thing, too. I just thought of this now. If you're going to have a good match down the road, you have a triple threat match. Roman Reigns versus Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. I know Seth Rollins has already been Universal Champion, but, the possibilities are endless. Unfortunately, you missed out on Edge, so far.
Yeah.
So,
if Seth stays involved with Cesaro, kind of feuding with Cesaro, and Cesaro is trying to focus on becoming champion, you could see eventually a triple threat match. Seth, Cesaro, and Roman.
yeah.
If you're going to do that, you gotta build up to it.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe Seth screws Cesaro out of the title on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then go from there. I don't know, but yeah. That could work. You just have to build up to it. Either that, or when they did have another match with Seth and Cesaro. Cesaro beat Seth, and maybe that was kind of the end of that feud with Seth and Cesaro. Now they're gonna push Cesaro and Roman.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Maybe, I don't know.
Or, here's another brain fart idea. A fatal four-way. Yeah. Roman Reigns, Cesaro, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens.
Why?
Why? I don't... that was just a thought. I know that Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens have had some good matches. They have, again, a really good match at the Royal Rumble. And you saw it. I don't know if you did. Talking smack with Kevin Owens talking to Paul Heyman, telling them a story, saying, you better remember me or something. I don't believe that Kevin is done with Roman. That's just another hypothesis. I don't know if that'll work.
I mean, it's another one of those things where, could it work? Sure. But you have to go about it in the right way.
Yeah.
To where it would make sense. See, you're going to throw Seth Rollins in a triple threat match with Cesaro and Roman. It could work, it just has to be worked in the right way.
Yeah.
Same with throw Kevin Owens in there, make it a four-way. You gotta do it the right way. I think, though, really should just have Cesaro and Roman on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then figure out where to go from there.
Right. That sounds good, actually. Yeah, we'll see when that happens, I guess. Awesome. So, I guess that's the end of that. So, the next time Wheels of Fury happens, we will be back together in the same room. Although, I gotta say, this was a pretty good setup. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, different look, and it actually makes it easy for you not really having to constantly hold your camera up.
Oh, I love this table for that
Yeah.
reason. But yes, we will be back together for In Your House. That should be awesome. I don't anticipate anything else happening. So, anyways, this is me and Matt. You got Killer Kyle. And this is Wheels of Fury. Deuces.
Until next time.